Alright guys, welcome to another video, Fake Market China, where I explore the replica market here in Guangzhou. And the last video was about a month ago, but I'm back and I'm here to show you what the markets have to offer. We're going to explore and see all the current trends, especially since last time I was here it was winter clothing. Now it's going to be summer stuff. We're also going to dive into this video, have a bunch of chats. One of the big chats we're going to talk about, is it unauthorized product or just complete reps? You know, we'll really dive into that, and then we'll also see what you guys want to see. For me personally, I love to look at sneakers, but from the consensus in the comments, we're gonna actually look into a lot of designer stuff or whatever catches my eye. And remember, if you ever see something that you want me to check out later again, just leave a comment below. Now when it comes to prices, I won't be addressing those really just because I'm going through the market showing you guys what's here. Price consensus from clothing, if it's on sale, as low as 50 RMB item up to 200, 300, 500, depending on the quality or how much work goes into it. And when it comes to shoes, the bottom of the barrel sneakers, you're looking at 200, top end sneakers 500, and designer as low as 3 up to 700, 800 RMB for those items. So stop saying, hey man, you didn't look at prices or whatever. Use your brain. Anyways, we're gonna dive into the market. Just about there, let's go. Okay, so welcome to the Kimbo markets here in Guangzhou. Now one thing people always ask me, is it open? Is it open? It's really a roll of the dice. During Canton Fair time, it was open for the first few days, but then from everyone telling me, it shut down for a while because we don't want this really attracting that type of crowd, the business crowd. But anyways, we're gonna go in now to my favorite entrance. So we're gonna go down, that guy was noisy. We're gonna go down here, first thing you see, a bunch of designer. You got Prada, let's see. Tom Ford, do you have vanilla tobacco?
Tobacco here.
Vanilla? Doesn't look right.
Tobacco?
Yeah, vanilla tobacco.
Tobacco Uda, yeah.
This one. Yeah. Not bad. 多少钱?
140.
140? Okay, maybe I come back. So 140 RMB, and it smelled fairly close, but the one thing is it doesn't have that heavy like alcohol perfume base. It does smell more like an eau de toilette, but like the scent pretty much matches right on. Then as we come in, you see chrome hearts, jewelries, rings and whatnot. Well, we're more interested in clothing, and the market does seem to be fully open. It does seem to be clothing galore and pretty busy. Outside it was dead, so when we come in, I'm pretty glad that it's popping in here right now. A lot of foreigners here on the weekend. It is Saturday. And okay, so let's address the first thing I wanted to talk about was the current trend that everyone so easily believes everything they hear online, and that is a lot of those sellers, they're the factory, and that they're selling, they have contracts with the designer brands, and they're gonna sell you the original, just unauthorized for a really low price. Now come on guys, think about it. All these shops here and all the other shops you see around online, they're not the factory. They're secondary sellers. They have showrooms. They're showing you a showroom, not a factory showroom. Most of them aren't showing you production lines. And the factories that you do see, like the ones that supply these places, they are pretty much just rep factories. The factories aren't going to show you this stuff because it is still against the law to be producing products like this. There's no loophole. So yeah, you're not getting that stuff. Plus, the number one thing is, if you're a factory and you're producing goods, you have a good contract, you have an NDA. You're not canceling that NDA to make a few extra RMB here and there. You want to keep the big supply contracts going through. So it's really not worth it. Now, is there overstock? Because when a company orders a bunch of products, yes, and for quality control issues, they overstock, 10,000, 30,000, 100,000 units, depending on how big the order was. But at the same time, they're not selling piece by piece. Those overstock unauthorized get sold to bulk buyers. Some of those mom and pop shops or like retailers in Europe and the Middle East are the big contributors to buying those, and they buy it pretty close to what the retail price is going to be. Maybe make double instead of the big markup that you see the other factories making. Anyways, I'm going to head back to the front, and we're really going to start looking into things. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction. You saw what the market looks like. I mean, you've done from all my other videos. But let's start diving into products, okay? If I could just get past these guys. Okay, let me cut back through this way, and then we'll start really diving into shops. Music is booming in here today. The AC is on, thank God, because it was like 34 out today, at least in the sun. Now, if you guys want me to look at bags, let me know, but it's more for the female audience, I assume, or guys that buy it for their girlfriends and wives. The bags are probably actually one of the closest things when it comes to designer, other than the designer shoes. The clothing is not on. People, you don't understand blends, you don't understand that there's a different cotton quality between cotton manufacturers. There's also thread count, and these clothes do not mix up with a bunch of that, so you'll see, okay. Let's start up here. I want to check out the Stone Island. So even though the hype of Stone Island goes up and down in waves, pretty sure a lot of the UK people will enjoy it. People in Russia enjoy it. The North American hype has kind of died down a little bit, but anyways, okay, we're gonna dive right into here, have a quick look at the summer gear. Every time I'm looking for a pair of like the cargos like this, like there's just certain details that are off. I mean, the stitching and the tagging is pretty good, but like I'm very picky when I look at the stuff. I want to see if it's like a one-to-one. You know, a lot of times there's just minuscule details that aren't. And that happens with a lot of like the shorts. The jackets are pretty good, but and t-shirts. T-shirts just might have a little bit of different placement. Okay, we're gonna head this way and go left. So remember, at any point you see an item I miss, maybe you're into Balenciaga, Oakley, you know, LV, Gucci, any of that stuff, you just let me know. It's a lot of summer stuff. Luna and is that supposed to be Lululemon? Now, let's see. Oh, essentials. It's Balenciaga sweats for the summer. Like the flannel. Nice color. A little heavy for Guangzhou though. I already sweat enough as it is. If it only stayed a little cooler, then I'd be able to wear that stuff. Okay, so let's hop into this first. Let's hear. Diesel Balenciaga. Bunch of kids just hanging out in the corner. Decent. A nice Gucci piece right there. The tag is a little iffy. The screen print is really nice on it. Miu Miu, LV, the puff print. Nice. That's nice. Stitching's pretty good too. Fendi. All the regular brands that I would see here. Let's see. One thing I gotta really look out is any new popping brands. Yeah. The Asics wave still seems to be going strong, but the main thing is fours. Fours are always popular online and here. Travis's too, but the hype has kind of died down a little bit. The trends here often change a lot due to the popular demand, and like the resale market has kind of shifted over to Pokemon. I mean, Labubu is doing well, but Labubu is a local brand, so you won't see a lot of Bubu here. Uh-huh.
他要把这黑色沉进去，就算完事了。
That's the Dior sneakers.
那它沉进去就是这个有寓意的。你看这个咱们就是那个这个区。
Should be nice to get for my wife, but the heel looks a little bit off. That part there, something looks a little off on it.
扔的海底水底，反正有的那个那书里有说过，这个跟那个意义差不多。对，屈原的，我这有讲过这事。
Now, Solomon is a huge brand here in Guangzhou, especially with the climate and people like to go hiking and stuff. One guy asked me to come back to the Rick Owens store, so we're gonna have a. The leather feels a little off on that. This one looks a little more right. It doesn't have that chemical smell. That's a good sign. The insole is leathery and plush. 你好，多少钱？450。450啊，谢谢。You know, a lot of opium type clothing wear, that black stuff. I mean, it goes really well with the Rick Owens. Labubu, so 450 is a fairly good price when you're talking about like designer, high quality made stuff. It's not just sneakers. And they got a nice display on this side too. Step back here for a second. Try to get like, you know, a little bit of a thumbnail. Supreme race jacket, some chrome hard hats. Personally, I love to wear a lot of the black clothing, but if you're in the sun here, you're dying. That Balenciaga piece is fire. I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna intrude and push through the way those guys are shopping, but yeah, that's some pretty good stuff. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want? I have phone. Talk to me.
Thank you.
So I was looking at some Gucci sandals, but the bottom is not the soft bottom that I like. Oh, let's have a look at right here. I found a pair of Brick by Bricks, not just selected. Oh, no smell. Oh, it's a mud guard, that's why. No, I was looking at the bottom and I thought that it should be suede, and it wasn't. I never seen them in person, that's why I've been here so long. And the Miris, maybe they have the low cut. Ooh. Pretty cool. Undefeated 4, and then let's see, Yachty. Patent leather. It's nice on it. Anything else here that really catches my mind? Power Puffs, but I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's walk through the next one. Let's keep going. I guess I'm gonna head left and then weave through everything. We got some nice shorts here. A little short, but I was mentioning earlier, a lot of the newer fashion, as you get older, it's not really meant for you. That fashion is kind of meant for the young guys, college, university age, before they hit 25. I like my clothes fitted or skinny, to be honest. There are some baggy things I'll wear, but for me, baggy stuff was way back in the day, middle school. So that oversized stuff, like oversized is one thing, but extra baggy, like a lot of the Balenciaga stuff. It's look at this, Amiri boat shoes. I've never seen these before. I haven't checked the website for a while. Some Amiri. The shape on that looks off though. I like them, but I'll stick to Air Force Ones. Some LVs here. It's got some LV Timberlands at the bottom. Balenciaga face is still going strong. And sorry, when I saw this logo before, I didn't realize it was Balenciaga at one point in my old videos, and people were like laughing. When they change logos and design, I don't keep updated all the time. I'm busy, I got a life, I got a family. Ooh, the Pradas. I keep smelling them because I want to see what stage they're at, what quality. I like these, but I don't know when I could ever wear a pair of them. I like the red too. Like I said, I'm really happy with the Air Force One comeback and the stuff that they're producing. I got a pair of the linens, and I buy a lot of this stuff retail, so it's not a huge markup. I got the money, I can spend it. Look at all these hats in the back, chrome hearts, D squared, a Hellstar and a Amiri, Gucci up at the top, Burberry, all these jeans. So you still see jeans. There's a few shops that specialize in jeans further in the back that I've done shorts on and stuff. It's a nice shirt, Hawaiian style too. I say sure. 好的好的。I have so many clothing though, like until I get a bigger place, I'm not really gonna, look into getting some nice shirts, Hawaiian shirts, like just pajama style, camo Louis V stuff. It's okay, I'm good. This whole store looks to be on a cloud. I guess there's a demand for that. The thorn in my side, Crocs. I cannot stand Crocs. But tons of people love them. Yeah, a lot of On and Solomon, which they have the official stores here, so I didn't think it would be that big of a seller, but I guess so. Those jeans are wild. Oh, here we go. So yeah, is it MJ? MJ with the mask. I'm waiting for people to come out with the Diddy ones. I'm sure they're around. These are so cute. I should really get my wife a pair of Birkins. Not from here, I want to make sure, because Birkins are known for their good foot health. I'll get an original pair, but we'll see. A lot of LV skates here. Nice and LV. The Alexander McQueens, they're very popular here as well. I'd say 1 in 20 people you see outside wear them. I mean, the number might be a bit off. I'm just making stats up in my head, but I mean, they are a very common shoe I see people wearing. Whether it's the original or the rep, you have to know. Balenciaga jackets, little girls' kid shop. Let's see. What do we have here? There's Christian Dior's in the back, nice. No. No, it's way off. I don't know what she's speaking. Maybe she speaks Arabic because it didn't sound like French. It didn't sound like Russian. These Christian Dior's are pretty fire too. But like the Dior's, the Pradas, and the Chanel's, they kind of all have that same shape. Other skates. If they request you leave, you leave. A lot of people are open and welcome. A lot of people are iffy and shy. But the main thing is the sellers here, they switch out all the time. A lot of the shops are different than what they used to be. I don't see like anyone I used to recognize from the winter times. Some of the shops have stayed in the same area, but a lot of them have moved around to different locations. This one always stays the same pretty much, I think. Yeah, I think we walked by here already. So let's walk to the other side. All right, here we go. We're on this side now. The music is going on. Too late to apologize. Oh, okay, well, too late. I already took a video down here, and it gives you guys, advertisement, marketing. Especially you guys watching this are so excited to come visit China. Do a bunch of different stuff.
Thank you.
Some rap music going on. Let's see the baby shoes. I need to grab my daughter a pair of, some size 11 or 12, 13, 1, 2, 3. But I think I'm gonna wait. I really want to get her the Ferrari 14s. I think that'll be a cute pair. I'm gonna get them myself, just because. What's his name? Jody High Roller has the song "I Want a Ferrari," and I want to put them on in the summertime and sing that song. Is there anything that catches my eye? Way back in the day, like 2018, 2019, the shop used to have so much hype, so much like heat sneaker-wise. What is this? These are rumored to come out this year.
那个就是那个萨洛蒙上面那个，你不说没有吗？没有就要发下面这个哈。
Now, a bunch of people in that luggage store, like, they should really take a 20-minute walk and go to the leather market instead of going there. Okay, jean shop. Quickly, ooh, look at all these Amiri jeans. Jean shorts. Those are pretty nice. I like that brown. It's a little tacky though. It reminds me back in like what I wear in high school, when like the urban wear was in, and you go to the local like urban wear store that imported all the stuff from Guangzhou clothing, but they had like t-shirts with like dollar signs in it, Looney Tune characters, you know, selling stuff, drugs and all that. But yeah, I don't know if I could wear that these days, but that is nice. Amiri shorts. These guys doing some business, picking some up. That's the jean shop. I've done a few other videos, so if you want to see jeans and stuff, go check out like the older winter stuff, because it's too hot for jeans here. Even though I know maybe many of the viewers, if you're from like hotter climate like Africa, Middle East, India, that type of stuff, they wear jeans all year round. For me, North American, I cannot deal with jeans anything over 25 degrees Celsius, that is, you know? Okay. Nice luck. Nothing really jumps at me here. This store usually has a lot of young guys and it has a lot of like Balenciaga gear. Yeah. So sometimes the stuff you see on hand, like it will have like one authentic label, and then the other stuff on the inside won't have like the Balenciaga stuff, but they're like, oh yeah, no, we'll sell you the one that has the actual stuff in it. So first floor so far, who's been else? One we grab these Kobe's. The plastic feels a little light on them. Smells like all the smell tests are passing here. Maybe they've learned over the years. And look at these boots, crazy Balenciaga boots. Can't believe these mitts are still on sale. People still buying that? I haven't seen these at the market for a long time. Sole protector, that's crazy. Usually the main problem you have with the fakes is this part, the rubber breaks off very easily when the strap is off. Good thing I stepped in here because I would have missed those completely. So, some good finds today, just in the basement already. And then we got the first floor designer side I'm going to go to. And then we also got the second floor, which has a lot of interesting stuff too. These slides, it's summertime, I need some slides. I always have a problem with certain fits. The rubber on that feels good. It would be a good full slide, but let's see what we got. This one, ooh. Easy slide, still pop it in. Just a quick pit stop there. And oh, excuse me. What I wanted to see was the Labubus. We got some fake little Labubus here. Let's get the pink one. Does it try to say Labubu? It says the monsters. Usually China will be very like iffy about selling stuff that's domestic product. Like all these other products are no, they have no problem. They won't enforce that. But anything that's a domestic product, they usually are very small on selling those. So it's crazy. We actually see those here. We got rocks. Really burn berries. So one of the shops I really like to go to was all over there, and it's no longer there. They had a lot of like high quality Arc'teryx and stuff like that, which I have a bunch of authentic Arc'teryx, so I didn't really need to go and get stuff from there. I get lucky enough to buy it at retail. I have a connection, especially for the Copal Bird stuff, but Supreme and Foam Hearts. Let's see what Supreme goods we have. Do we have stuff down here? With all the Supreme up at the top. No, it looks like just at the top. Balenciaga. Stony. Mr. Margiela. Okay, so I guess the Supreme was just up on the wall there. I mean, a lot of the time when they have certain items, especially for like Supreme on display, you like ask them, hey, do you have any other Supreme you can show me on a catalog? And they'll open up their phone and they just have like all the stuff the factory lists for them. They'll have all the stuff on their WeChat and other connections that they'll bring into you. Because once again, they're secondary sellers. They just have a lot of contacts that they keep contacting to see what products are around. Jeez, that is just blasting. It's like a club here on Saturday, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Stussy and Stony. Arc'teryx in the back. Arc'teryx didn't make half those items they had up on there. So complete bootleg, not just rep or counterfeit. Oh, CP company. I used to see that on the second floor. Okay. We're just done the basement, this back stretch here. I've enjoyed myself here. The main thing is when I would make a video like every other week, putting a lot of work into the effort, it did become kind of redundant and a little bit repetitive. Whereas it's been a month and a half, almost 2 months since I've been here. It's a lot more enjoyable. You come back and you're blown away by the different selection of things. Like a lot of stuff is way different than it was before. You get to see the current trends, how they've changed over the past few months, what's really hot here in China, or at least in Guangzhou. And yeah, it's a better experience. So I'm sorry if you guys love the video and you want to see more and more all the time. Good things come though to people who wait, right? So just wait it out. Another one's always going to be coming. I enjoy coming here. And I will do for as long as I'm healthy, as long as, my wife lets me come, not always have to take care of the baby. As long as I'm in Guangzhou, and as long as this place is here. I'll keep updating you guys, let it fill you in. So any other talks, let's talk about some other stuff now. Guys, leave comments below. If there's ever a topic you want to hear my opinion on or talk about. And then we'll get straight to it. I'll dive into it. The Wahlburger Forest. The forest fire, I'm surprised I haven't seen as many forests here today as I would have, but a lot of LV skates. This shop is pretty cool. It's just nestled back in the back. So it's just a little bit of a, let's see. If I stand right here, get a little bit of a good thumbnail. Maybe I'll use that one. But yeah, leave comments. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about stuff. I could open up a Discord or something like that, but I don't know. I just feel like my media, doing this stuff through, YouTube and all that. I feel like that's the way to go. Oops, babe. Let's see. Hooded shark sweaters. It's too hot for that now. But people in South America were asking for that. So I guess in Brazil and like other South American countries that Bape is still very popular, very big. One thing that does seem to be dying down now is the denim tears, or what's the denim tier? Denim. Oh, my mind just blanked. The one with the wreath on it, denim hearts. Seems to be dying down all over. I think it's got a bad name. A lot of people are doing crimes in it, and it was a pretty interesting streetwear brand for a while there. I think it kind of fell off a little bit. So that's why I'm really waiting to see what pops in this next short little while. So this seems to be the last aisle before I head up the stairs and go to the first floor. Pretty cool to see not everything is repetitive. A little. That shop has always been there. It's always been like, plates and stuff like that. But okay, I think I might have gone down this way already. So yeah, let's just head up to the second stair. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go through the back stairway here. We came down through the top up there, but one more. I saw Labubus one more time. Let's go have a quick look at all the Labubus. Hermes Labubu, LV Labubu, Gucci Labubu. I want to snap a picture. So obviously the Labubu is a rep because they don't come in that box. They come in the hidden boxes. Got a big Labubu statue there. And tons of Labubu right here. So there's been controversy. There's been people that said, oh, you can't find rep Labubu. And then of course you can. There's gonna be some. Yes, China tries to produce, like I said earlier, protect their home brand products. But when there's money to be made, people are hungry, they're gonna go for it. Okay, so yeah, we're walking back this way. There's a stairwell right over here. I'm gonna head left here, past this little cafe. If you're here looking around, you'll spend a longer time than I do because you're gonna be looking, shopping. You can come here, get a drink, and then continue from there. So I'm headed upstairs. Okay, so the way I want to go, I'm gonna go this way to like the designer side. You can go the other way. It's like closer to where we first came in, the first floor where we first came in. But the stuff there kind of is meh. I don't know, maybe the rent there is cheaper. See a bunch of stores on the first floor closed down. But what we want to do is find like the side that had like the designer stuff, the interesting stuff, and we are now on that side. You guys got Birkin bags right out the bat. Nice little swimsuits. Well, look at this Hermes towel set and blankets. I like Hermes bed set, Burberry bed set, Fendi robes, big blanket shawls. I like the house decor. It's really nice. Now, it's a little tacky. The only way you'd catch me decorating my house and that type of stuff is if I had like 10 mil plus, where money I just throw away for no reason. But until I had 4 properties, I would not be even thinking about decorating my house and stuff like that. Man, I guess they just call it the monsters and then kind of get away with it. It's got the box for it. Oh, it says Labubu right there, Pop Mart. Boxes, so one more time. We're gonna weave left and right. Got knocked down a bag. Oh, look at that. Now, oh, my baby shower is too small. It's 6 months. When she's older, you can get some stuff like that. But the one thing I worry about, like a lot of the products here, you gotta wash it a bunch of times because who knows what chemical treatment or finish they have on it. It may not be the best for adults, let alone children. And the industry here is very good. It's a lot better than it was 15, 20 years ago. But you still want to be cautious about even stuff you buy back home from stores like Zara or H&M, fast, stuff. You want to wash it before you wear it. There's sprays and treatments and chemicals on all this stuff. So this side is interesting, but it's not a place that I spend all my time at. Has a lot of good like summer wear and beach wear, like Casablanca. A lot of people have asked me about Casablanca, which it's not something me and my friends are into, but I know there's a market for everything. Some people in certain areas around the world start to love certain brands. I don't know, influencer reasons or local reasons. Woo. She was smoking. That's one thing about here, you just come for the sightseeing. You're going to see a lot of beautiful women. Not only the shop sellers, there's some really hot ones, but also the shoppers. Now, a lot of the shoppers here, they're Arabic countries, African countries, Middle East, Russian. A lot of countries where a lot of the stuff is either way overpriced for import reasons or because of they just don't have contracts. They don't have, what do you call it? They don't have I'm losing the word right now. They don't even have the company inside of their country. So just when you're forced to not be able to get it, then I get it. Why not, right? Now a lot of Americans are going to say, "Oh, we got duties on the stuff now. It's the price went way up." It's still not that bad. Yeah, it sucks for the sneaker collectors who want to constantly buy pairs. But for the average person that just wants to look fly, just wants to put on a pair, it's not going to kill you to buy 1 or 2 pairs a year. First off-white I've seen. I mean, you don't need to buy these hype products. It all depends on what you value. And if you value looking good and you value these products to be on you, then you find a way to do so. If your main job isn't bringing in that money to do so, then you get a part-time job. You work a couple shifts, like a lot of people would do before Christmas. Christmas or the holidays comes around, they want to provide for their family, buy more gifts. They'll pick up a part-time, work a few extra shifts, save that up, and then do seasonal work, right? Open up a very small business, do some e-com, make some videos, do a hobby that brings in a little bit. YouTube doesn't pay my bills, but it brings in a little bit so that I'm able to upgrade my camera once a year if I need to continue making videos. It allows me, to maybe go on a trip or have a nice meal, but by far does the ad revenue on this, bring me my rent. I mean, there are avenues I could go down which to me are not honorable to bring in a lot more money. I could collab with certain sellers and stuff like that, but that's not what I'm here for, okay? Trust me, every day I get annoying people in my Instagram inbox saying, collab, oh, run an ad, do this, do that, no. For me, this is more like a travel vlog, a fashion vlog. It's not really about making money, it's my hobby, okay? But it does bring a little. Anyways, off that topic, this is the other side I was talking about, kind of boring, kind of bland. We will, walk through here. First place I've seen some Philip Plein. Sunglasses. Sunglasses is like a high school hustle. Like you get these designer sunglasses from the flea market, and then you go to school and try to double your money up, or find a place to go on the weekend, stand outside a busy mall or something like that, garage sales, church sales, something like that. I don't know. There's still money to be made. See, you got to get up that escalator, but I just want to finish this side here. So I'll walk around the back because that leads into the other area. Upstairs is a little more organized and nice than the first floor, and not as jam-packed as the basement. Jeans. Well, for years on years, the first floor to me has been a wash. The products here are not like, I mean, most of the people that come here are on the first floor. I assume they're all tourists. They're all like first in that shock and awe about walking into this place and saying, wow, this place is amazing. Look at all this stuff, so cheap. Wow, but like the quality on the first floor is never there. It's the cheaper stuff. The prices are cheaper, but like if you're one for quality, and you know, then you know. Jewelry shop. This backside here used to be all hats. It just used to all like new era and fitted hats. Designer hats were upstairs, but like if you wanted to come and like order stacks and boxes of hats, this used to be. And then this side, like this used to be all sneakers. I mean, they kind of like moved around a little bit. Not really. Okay. Let's actually, we're gonna go up on this side. This is where we're gonna head to anyways, but yeah, there's a lot of different places you can go up. And I saw some Jordan 5s and Jordan 4s, so I wanted to quickly walk up on this side. Oh, and yeah. So the smell on those ones was that factory chemical smell, but the feel and the quality was a lot better. The only way I'd be able to tell those apart from real to fake is if I had the real and fake in my hand. There are small things that were pointing out to me, like the webbing on the 4's arm that looked a little too far off and separated. But once again, I couldn't really tell. And that 5 was very close too. I wouldn't be able to, like that, it felt way better than the one we saw earlier. I do see an off-white 5 in there in the back, but I don't know, we got to keep moving. So yeah, like I was saying, that it would be very hard pressed to tell the difference between a real and fake pair unless you had them side by side in hand, because the quality was there on those cement 4s and that 5, the metallic 5s. Which I have the metallic 5s. I kind of wanted the cement 4s again this year, but I also was worried, 4s just kill my feet. I can't do them anymore. My pinky toe just dies in them. Even like half size up or anything, it's just the way the toe box is, it's not comfortable for me. I wear a lot of runners now, and then I do wear a bunch of other sneakers, but the 4s, unfortunately, do like them, not for me anymore. The ones, the Jordans that are a little more padded, almost like a running shoe, I can live through. Saw Puma Speed Cats there. That's interesting. They're getting really popular again. I'm not seeing them a lot on social media, but I know they're back in the mix. That's like a grade 9, 10 shoe for me. All the kids at the Catholic school had the black Speed Cats. I got the brown suede pair. Okay. So we're gonna zigzag twice here and then just walk straight down. Guys, mom or aunties, doing some shopping, maybe doing business to send back home. Second floor will be the last floor of the day. I'm kind of going to book through it quickly. People up here are already doing business. music was just blasting, so I had to switch it up a little bit there for you guys. You know, hope you like the montage or whatever I throw into there. But it was a good time. Good time. He's having a good time. I was having a good time. I loved his selection. I never see Tiffany SBs in this mall. And then just those pairs there. Exciting for me. Okay, we gotta get to some designer for you guys because I know a lot of you love the designer stuff. Philip Klein, Christian Dior's. Fat lace ones are, I think, what people want to see more. Oh, these skates. I wanted to see the slides quickly. See if there's none of the bottoms that I'm looking for. I want the soft bottom, the foam bottom. Don't like the hard bottom. All the slides now have the hard rubber bottom. The old, no, like 4 years ago they had softer model, but it's not around anymore. She's probably the one that speaks English, but she probably has low level English. Don't think she understands what I'm saying. That's okay. That is just fine by me. More Labubu. The shop would usually have some interesting things, but you guys were touching some of the ugliest sneakers I've seen in a long time. Okay, up here's a lot of designer sneakers, but you might have to. Oh. Wanted to come check the t-shirts over here because it's up Patagonia and Miri. Up here's not really where you come for clothing. Clothing you're going to be in the basement. Up here's where you're going to want to come for like designer shoes, I guess. I'm going to thread back just a little. I walked by that already. I tend not to get turned around on the first 3 floors anymore. I get my bearings very easily inside of here. I know where I'm going, but you guys come here, you're probably gonna get lost a few times. I've probably seen most of the, very interesting things or things that are gonna jump out and catch my eye today. But like I've said, if you missed it, me saying it earlier, if there's anything that pops out to you guys and you want to see that product, you let me know. You comment below. Don't complain about it, or even complain about it. Okay? Just let me know. That's what you want to see. Then I can make an effort to look for that product. If you don't let me know, then it's on you. Okay, we're getting close to the end now. About probably 5 or 10 more minutes in here at most. The only thing I see in this shop that's a little interesting is the Nike shop. Oh, they got some undefeated 4s as well. Undefeated in the shops. Yeah. Now when you get to this side, there's a lot of designer clothing. So I'm wrong about saying earlier what I said. When you get to the second floor, it's mainly shoes. The one side is shoes, the other side is clothing. I mean, that guy almost walked right into each other. I last moment sidestepped. Like in the winter time, it's really interesting up here because there's a lot of sweaters and a lot of jackets. And then just a bunch of people just chilling, hanging out. And this jewelry shop is pretty new on this side. Got a lot of designer stuff. 92.5 silver reps. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I don't know if I could silver test it. You have to use a magnet or something to see that it doesn't have enough stainless steel, but it's pretty cool to see there's the LV chains and a lot of stuff. So I did have one, viewer ask me before, do they make like actual gold or actual silver reps? That's the first time I've seen the actual silver reps. I've never seen actual gold reps, like any percent, even like 14 karat gold reps. I'm sure they're out there. I mean, there's money to be made, especially if people are trying to scam people or rip people off. Well, when there's money to be made, it will happen. So yeah, that's interesting to see. North Face Supreme bag. But I don't know, this is probably the Labubu market tour. It's the first time I've been here since that craze popped off. There's got a lot of makeup on. It's cute, but okay. And I'm coming to the last end. Now, I could walk over to the wholesale rep sneaker market, but I feel like I've seen enough today. I feel like I've seen all the shoes that, got me interested and excited about coming to this place once again. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish off in the next few minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the support. Hopefully this video blows up like the last one. It was, it made me really happy to see that you guys were really enjoying the last one. The shop, pretty cool. Stanley, Labubu, Halloween, all these different ones. I should buy a little. My daughter's out. Bruce Lee Supreme board in the back there. But yeah, my daughter's not old enough to play with the Labubu. But if I ever need to get one for someone, then I will. Actually, maybe my wife wants one. Hold on, I'm gonna ask my wife. Okay, so my wife did not want Labubu, but I saw that came in the back. They have Supreme lock, Supreme speaker, Supreme storage box, and all this other stuff. It's pretty interesting. But my wife did not want the Labubu, so she said she wanted Molly. And in my head, I just started laughing. I'm like, if I was young again too, I would want some Molly. But okay. Anyways, walk around the back here. I am going to find the escalator and I am going to go down. I mean, I could go up. Should I go up one more floor? Let's go up one more floor. Let's go up to the third floor. The third floor is always hit or miss, more than anything. Excited about tonight. Tonight I'm going out for dinner. I do have a lot of editing for other stuff I got to do when I get home. Hong Kong trip on my China channel and a bunch of stuff like that. So if you're interested in not just market videos, if you're interested in my life in China, check out my China vlogs, my China channel. We talk about a lot, like weekly life, how much things cost, work, how to get a job in China, how to have a life in China, the food here, all that type of stuff in the China vlogs. And yeah, this place, not interesting in one bit. I don't think so. Let me go down this one. Oh, I do like this though. Burberry shirt. Is that my size? Oh. 你好，有多少钱？
280
什么？
280
南白 ？What's 南白？
280
Oh, 200. $280 RMB for that shirt. Yeah, that's get that. Thought she said 80 or 100. I'm fine. She said Nambai. I mean, what? I thought she was speaking like Thai or something. I've never heard that before. I mean, get Yanga for 2, but like, I mean, my Chinese sucks. Let's be honest about that. My Chinese is horrible. But like, I know numbers. I can get around with numbers. We found our way out of that corner there. I'm still in shock. Yeah, my Chinese sucks, but whatever. Anyways, we got our way out of that corner. You can see it goes up more and more floors, and it gets less like well-known brands and more like bootlegged and make your own type of shop as you go up. If me and my friends come here sometime, then I will walk all the floors just to show them and have an experience. But by myself, it's so good. We got a nice little juice and coffee place out here right now, but yeah, that does it for today's video at the fake markets here in Guangzhou. I enjoyed myself today. It's good. Back out in the heat. Gonna head back home, rest up and go out for the night. But thank you for all the support. Thank you for following. Thank you for leaving comments and liking. And thank you for telling how much you enjoy the channel and can't wait for the next videos. Anyways guys, till next time, take it easy.